Okay, honest question. Have you ever seen one of those beautiful leather handbags and thought, I wish I could make something like that? But then you remember the last craft project and it went completely off the rails. Well, today we're going to test that theory because I'm going to make a real leather handbag by myself. Stick around till the end of the video because I'm going to show you the finished bag and then you can judge for yourself whether it turned out looking professional. Before we get started, today's video is sponsored by Solace Leather, and they sent me this DIY handbag kit. And inside the box are all the pieces needed to turn a pile of leather into a handbag. This is the top grain leather handbag kit, model DB532, and it's designed to be beginner friendly. And as we can see, we've got all of these pieces right here. First thing that I'm seeing is pre-cut leather pieces. This is top grain leather with lychee texture, soft but still sturdy. And the best part, the leather is pre-cut, which means I don't have to attempt cutting it myself. So basically everything you need is already included in the kit. The only other thing that you need is a lighter and some glue, which they can't ship for safety reasons. We have a pair of scissors, so you can cut your thread with, 4 leather sewing needles, a thimble, little finger grippers so you can pull on the thread and hold the leather better. It definitely helps a ton. And then we also have these little binder clips here, which I'll put it back through the holes. I'm just going to do this off camera really quick and then I will show you. Okay, and there we have it. We have a nice little clippy so we can clip our leather together. We also have some numbers so we can actually label our pieces. We have our thread. Here is our strap. There's also a step-by-step tutorial so even beginners can follow along, no problem. And if you mess up a stitch, don't panic. You can remove the thread with a seam ripper or scissors and try again. And if you run out of thread, Solace Leather will send you more. This kit is forgiving and exactly what we need. So since the instructions say it'll take 2 to 4 hours, we'll find out if that's actually true if I'm still sitting here stitching at midnight. So the way that we can distinguish between the front and the back of the leather, besides just looking at the color, is the holes on the front are a little bit more distinguished, while the holes on the back are a little bit less distinguished. For example, this piece of leather right here, that the holes on the front part are very well pushed through, and then on the back part, they come together a little bit more. So that's one way to tell the difference between the front and the back, which will be very important. Okay, and the way that we label the pieces is one right here is labeled as number 1. So we'll put a number 1 sticker on there. And then we do want to put our stickers on the front side of the leather so we can identify that quickly. Now, the first piece that we're going to be sewing is this front piece right here. And it actually says that we need to make the string 4 times as long as the piece of leather. So here's 1, 4. We are going to be using 2 needles for this method. It is called the 2 needle method or saddle stitch. And the first step is threading the needle through the eye. So we'll thread it through the eye of the needle. And then to make each thread stay on each needle, we're going to gently poke a hole through the middle of the thread and then pull it up over the needle. So you have the thread pulled up over the needle that you just poked a hole in, and then you're going to drag it down and pull the needle tight. Then we'll do the same exact thing with the other side. We have both of our needles threaded, and we're going to go ahead and place this zipper over the top of our first piece. So place 2 over 1. And then to do a saddle stitch, what you want to do is place 1 needle up through the first hole, or set of holes. Okay, so we have this 1 needle up through all of them. And then we want to make sure that our needles are having the same amount of thread on each side. So we want to pull it tight so the thread is equal on both sides. So we have the same amount of thread each side. Then we're going to take our needle that came through the top here, and we're going to place it down through the next hole. So just kind of like a regular stitch, but you want to leave that slack at the end of your first needle. Next, you want to take the other needle and place that needle up through the hole that you just placed your first needle through. So what you're going to be doing is creating a stitch on both sides. And then once we've done that, we will then have one stitch on each side. There'll be a stitch on the front and a stitch on the back. Then we want to follow the instructions and continue stitching along this line until we hit the middle part, and then there's some things that we'll need to do there. So I'm going to go ahead and stitch this part together here. To finish up the sides, what we need to do is back stitch 2 stitches. So we'll go back through this hole. Okay, and then after we do that, we need to take and cut the threads and leave about 1/8 of an inch. And then we'll take a lighter and just gently burn those edges to seal them down. The very next step is placing number 3 attached to number 1. And we'll place it just like so. And we'll start sewing. And for this part, we need thread that is 4 times as long as the bag, just the same as before. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be back with the next step. Alright, I have sewn on the bottom piece. There are still some needles that connected to it, so I'm going to cut those off, leaving about 1/8 of an inch. I did back stitch them 2 stitches, and I did bring a lighter downstairs to show you exactly how you burn the ends. So you just want to take and lightly go over it and then push it down. Now the next step is to apply this piece right here to the side. So I'll show you once we have that completed. Alright, so I have this tube sewn right here. Pretty nifty. Sewed it all the way around both sides. So the very next step is sewing the bottom on. And this is the bottom piece right here. Once I have both the bottom and the top sewn on, I will show you the final bag. Alright, I'm officially adding Leather Handbag Maker to my resume. Moment of truth. This is the finished bag. Honestly, I'm pretty impressed with how this turned out. It's made of top grain leather, which is durable but soft, and it improves with age. The hardware has a solid, polished, professional finish. And this thing is roomy enough to hold your wallet, makeup, cell phone, your compact, plenty of things. This has a lot of space inside. Look at all that space. And it keeps everything neat, no digging for your stuff. We have one last step to do though, because this is not only a handle handbag, but it also has a strap. So let's put the strap on now. Here is the strap, and it comes in 2 different pieces. All we need to do is use the buckle. The strap is actually adjustable. So there's a buckle on here that we'll use to adjust the strap. I'm just going to put it on the second one up. You slide it through the first one, and then there's a second one that you slide it through. So now that we have it buckled, there are little hooks right here that clasp like that, and all we need to do is hook them onto the purse. So we're going to take this. It just goes on like that. And now I'll do the other side. And there we have it, a purse with a strap. And I think it looks very nice and very expensive. So that's pretty cool. I love it. This purse is one of my favorites now. Overall, this feels like a high quality handbag, not just a craft project. When you finish this, you don't just have a bag, you have something you made yourself. It also makes a perfect gift for people who like crafts or DIY. If you want to check out Solace Leather DIY Handbag Kit, the link is in the description. I love this purse. It's going to be my new go-to bag. With that being said, I hope you liked the video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, hit the button, make sure and subscribe. I post videos about all kinds of sewing and arts and crafts content, so you'll find plenty of that on my channel. I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful, fantastic day. And I will see you in the next upload. Peace out.